Good morning and welcome to Circle Time. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning, good morning. How are you? I'm fine. Hope you are too. I'm fine. Hope you are too. Well, Sue, I hope you're doing great today. We're so glad that you joined us today, too. We're going to talk about E is for emu. Do you know what an emu is? An emu is a big bird. It has wings, but it doesn't fly. It can use those wings for cooling off or to help it go quickly around corners when it's running. An emu has two sets of eyelids. Isn't that amazing? One is clear, so when they're running and kicking up dust, that clear eyelid comes down to protect their eyeballs, and the other is just like our eyelid that just blinks. Well, I think it's time for us to check on another pretty incredible animal, Fred. Didn't God design some really neat animals like fish and birds like the emu? Okay, Fred, there's your fish food. Fred's right behind the purple bush. Let me see if he'll come out. Fred, come up. Do you see him? There he is. Hi, Fred the fish. Well, now that we've checked on Fred and he's doing great, let's turn around and check and see what day it is. The month is February, and we're going to count by flapping our wings. So can you help me flap and count today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Today is February 16th. And if you go up to the top, you can see the day of the week starts with a T and an H. T and H together makes the sound th. So what day is it today? Thursday. Days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. Well, it is time to check the weather, so look outside your window and see what your weather is like today. Are you ready to sing about your weather? Okay, when I do like this with my microphone, shout it out. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is out today. It is out today. Well, let's dress Weather Bear. We are going to put on a shirt for Weather Bear and some pants that are long, and we'll put on a coat and a hat. And what is the season? The season is winter. Well, that was our calendar and weather time, and now it's time for our letter of the day. Today's letter is E. Can you say E? Letter E. Do you have letter E in your name? If your name has letter E, stand up. If your name has letter E, stand up. If your name has letter E, if your name has letter E, if your name has letter E, stand up. Yay! Well, today E is for emu. An emu is a big bird, and birds have feathers. And that's how I decorated my letter E. You can use colorful craft feathers, or you could just draw your own feathers to decorate your letter E today. To make a feather, all you have to do is just make a line. I'll show you. And then make more lines on one side. And then make more lines on the other side. And at the top. And you could continue to fill in the spaces with more lines if you want to. And that makes it look more like a feather. So you can just draw feathers if you'd like on your letter E, or use craft feathers and glue them. So there's an idea for decorating, and now let me show you how to write the letter E. You just make a 1, number 1, and then make a line across the top, middle, and bottom. 1, top, middle, bottom. Let's practice writing a big letter E. Make a line across, make a 1, and then make a line across the top, the middle, and the bottom. 1, top, middle, bottom. 1, top, middle, bottom. Okay, this is a big letter E. Now I'm going to show you the little letter E. You're going to make a line that goes straight out like that. And then you're going to go around. It looks like a letter C if you take away this middle line. So go out and around. Out and around. Let's practice making a little letter E. Little E belongs downstairs, so find the stairs and put little E on that line. Parents, you can get a copy of this handwriting house paper at my website. The link is below, and this is completely free. Out and around. Out and around. Okay, so there you have it. That is the little lowercase e. Let me check and cheer for you. Can I see? Yay! Good job. You were listening and learning and practicing. You can get a sticker. This is for your handwriting time. And you can keep practicing too if you'd like. Well, it's time to talk about the sound that letter E makes. Letter E can make 2 sounds. Letter E can say eh, like old man E's ear. See letter E? He can't hear very well. So when you speak to old man E, he says eh, what did you say? Eh? But E can also say its own name, E, as in emu. So the 2 sounds that E can make are eh and E. So that was our letter learning time. And now it's time for us to go over to art. We are going to make a beautiful emu. For art today, we're going to be drawing an emu. Now I have eyes and a beak already here, and you could draw this very easily. Here's just a very simple one that I drew. Just 2 eyes and a beak for the middle. And then the next thing I'm going to do is just start using crayons to make lines. So I'm going to start with a purple crayon, and I'm going to make a line in the middle. And I'm going to put the link below for the tutorial that I watched to be able to know how to do this. It was very good. So then next I'm just going to make lots and lots of lines all the way around the head, all the way around, like that. See? I just went all the way around and made lines. Now I'm going to take my purple and do it again. Just going all the way back around. Now I'm going to use my purple again and do it a 3rd time. It just kind of fills in all the little white spaces when you do that. Next, I'm going to change and use a blue crayon, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start in the middle and just go all the way around with my blue crayon. Just lines. We're only just making lines, 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 and more lines. And then I'm going to do one more time with my blue. Right. And then I'm going to take green, and I'm going to do the green just right here between the eyes. So a line, and then just a few lines here between the eyes, like that. And so now the face is finished. So I'm going to start working on the neck. The neck is down here, and I'm going to start with a pink crayon. If you don't have a pink crayon, you could use a red crayon. I'm just going to make lines like this. And then next I'm going to use yellow. And then blue. And then green. And then I am finished. I made a beautiful, colorful emu. Well, we hope you had some fun today with our quick circle time moment. I'm going to throw some links below, parents, so you can actually get get the book. That's going to be Edward the Emu. I don't have it in the digital copy to read, but I did find it online for you to be able to watch. So I'll put that below for story time today. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Mwah. Goodbye, friends.